We are Nigerians. We are black. Yes. This is from ages. It exists. So if I say I don't believe there's corruption, I'm telling like it do exist. But just as I just said, it's only God that can intervene. Because even from the bottom to the head, we are all corrupt. Yes, so there's corruption in the land. So all I need to say is just for God to intervene, there is corruption. So both the big, the rich, the young, the small, old, they are all corrupt.
I believe everywhere there's corruption, but it's just that the rise in it in Nigeria is, especially Nigeria, is becoming something else. So because it's channeled to, the system is channeled to affecting the poor basically. So it's on the rise, and the government have not really done enough to control it.
I normally tell people, if the foundation is not solid, how the building won't take solid. So the foundation is already corrupt, which is our government. They are already corrupt already. So as far as they are corrupt and they are there, this corruption, I don't see it end anytime soon again. You understand me? So if we want to solve our corruption problem, let's start from them. You understand me? If we can put a little bit of things right on their aspects, they say charity begins at home.
I think corruption is part of our foundation in this country. So we are going with it. I don't think it can stop. I'm based on my belief. Like it's in us. It's our foundation. You the way you build your foundation, that's how the whole thing is going. So like I said, to my belief, I don't think it's stopping anytime soon. Even if it's gonna stop, not anytime soon, bro.
There's a saying that says that corruption is like fire in the wilderness. Seriously, it is everywhere. From home to schools to our government to the leaders, all is everywhere. So when we talk about corruption, it's really like a book, like a biology book that has no end. You have to, So corruption is something that you cannot really define. Because so many people are corrupt in this country, not just from the leaders, but even from home there is corruption.
It starts from somewhere. Corruption starts from the higher level to the lower level. So I believe the corruption starts from the higher level, and corruption remains on the higher level.
So if you are asking me if I'm corrupt, I will say yes, and at the same time I will say no. That's why I'm saying that corruption starts from home. So we need to work on ourselves individually before we can be able to do what? To talk about or accuse others of corruption.
I'm not. Maybe it's because I'm not rich yet, but I'm not corrupt. I'm not corrupt, bro. Maybe tomorrow I might be, but for now I'm not.
Corruption is relative. We are not corrupt, but everybody, because of the nature of the system, people are self-centered. Who would have been generous cannot be generous because the little you have might not be necessarily enough for you. So when you tend to say, am I corrupt? I cannot be corrupt because I'm not robbing anybody of anything. Corruption is when you deprive somebody at your own expense. But making sacrifices, religion-based and, others. Our religion made us to understand you could make sacrifices. That's why feasts like Salah and Christmas are a period you share. But people can't share again because the system is difficult.
Everybody's corrupt in Nigeria. As it stands now, everybody's corrupt. Because if you don't have money to eat the whole of today, you will definitely look for something to do to eat food. So in that way, you have done something that would warrant people say you are corrupt. That is how it is.
I'm loyal to my Oga. So all I'm loyal to my Oga. Whatever he asks me to do, I do it. But he's treating me well. So I don't see any form of corruption in me anyway. Yeah.
All the other, I will say yes, and I will still say no. The reason for my yes is that in terms of the business I do, there are times that you have to tell customer this, though they call it business terms. But if you look at it in the other way around, it's not. Where a customer will come to buy something, you will collect from another person, and then you now add the price and then give the person another price. Meanwhile, the main price that was given to you for that goods is not supposed. So in my own line of business, this kind of business I do, where we collect goods and then sell it at higher rates to customers. And this is corruption. But if you look at it in the other way around, it's also business. When I give you a goods at social price. If the price is okay by you, fine, you take it. If the price is not okay for you, fine. So you won't say that I cheat you. You understand? So it's business.